I like that movie a lot, and one of the things that I love about good stories is the characters within those stories. Because I feel like what draws me to a compelling movie or TV show or book is something that I can see myself in and something that I can relate to and then learn from. The best stories are the ones that teach us about the world or teach us to think differently or act differently. Those are the ones that really stick with you. And I've realized that, the Bible is scattered with these stories. And it's scattered with good characters. And when I went through film school and I learned about what technically makes a compelling character, the biggest things were characters that are active, where they want something and they go through the steps to get there. I think good characters also have flaws or weaknesses. And then good characters also have something that they need. So they have some sort of want and they have some sort of need. And I saw this idea popping up more and more in stories and in scripture and even in my own life. And if you look at a lot of stories and you look at the main protagonist, most of the time they have some sort of want, they have some sort of goal, and then they might achieve that goal and then realize that that's not actually satisfying, or that's not actually the solution to the original problem that they had. And then they realize that there was something all along that they needed. So in 500 Days of Summer, Tom thinks that summer is the one for him. And throughout the whole movie, that's all that he wants. And then he realizes that what he needs isn't actually summer or a soulmate, which he spent his entire life believing in. So there's some sort of change. And I think that's what's so compelling about that movie. And it's a lot different than other romantic comedies. But I see this idea a lot, especially in scripture. And so this is everywhere throughout the Bible, but I think there are two things recently that really came to my mind, and it's in John 3 and in John 4. So in John 3, we meet someone named Nicodemus, and he is someone who has a deep desire for more knowledge. And so he goes to Jesus, and he basically wants to pick his brain and just learn more. And Jesus kind of exposes that and tells him that none of that will matter unless you are born again, and that you can't see or touch God or learn about God unless you are born again. And so Nicodemus had a want, and that want was gaining more factual knowledge. But what his need was to be born again and to be born of God's Spirit. And then in the next chapter, we see the Samaritan woman at the well, and she's there drinking water. And Jesus approaches her, and then he tells her that he can give her water that will forever satisfy her, and that she'll never be thirsty again. And so both of these characters, they wanted something. And then they didn't get what they wanted, but they got what they needed. And the best stories are the stories where you can place yourself in it and you can see your own experiences. I just feel like the Bible is so rich with these stories, because I think in my own life, there have been so many times when I've wanted something and then I got it, and then I just wanted more, or I wasn't as happy as I thought I would be. And so there's this continual vigorous cycle of wanting. And sometimes I didn't get what I want, and then I realized there was something else that I needed. And that need has always been a deeper, more intimate pursuit of God. And so, yeah, I think it's just really awesome that I watch a movie and I see that, and then I read scripture and I see that, and then I look at my own life and I also see that. That's because God is a good storyteller. And he clearly has the fundamentals of storytelling down to a T. And ultimately, our lives are stories. And hopefully we can continue to pursue not what we want, but the things that we need.